And welcome to another Monday night stream from Proficiency Bonus of our ongoing Tomb of Annihilation campaign. Don't mind the partial speaking here. Tonight we are picking up after a brief hiatus due to some personal issues last week for yours truly, so I do apologize to our loyal viewers for missing having that week off. Hope you guys found something to occupy and entertain your Monday night. For those who don't remember where we were last, our group had, well, actually, before we jump into the recap, a couple of quick shout-outs. Thank you to Many Sided Dice and their wonderful over 400-page compendium. I don't have my book right next to me at the moment, Lost Artifacts of Greygast. Great magical items compendium for all your D&D5e needs. We've actually got a couple of the items currently in play with some of the members of our party here.
But not me.
No, not as of yet. Never know. You might find something that'll light your fires. You never know what'll come out of that book. We keep rolling for it when we find something worthy. Thank you to Nightshade Creations. They have a lot of wonderful dice trays, and they had JJ. What was the name of it? The Contender, I think it was.
Yes, the Contender. The
little
dice tower.
Dice tower roller thingamajobber that they just fully funded all their stretch goals on Kickstarter a little ways back. So, and thank you, big shout out to Team MZ for all the support they give to small streamers like us. If you're small like we are, interested in streaming, whether it's D&D, video games, anything you're doing, check them out at hashtag Team MZ with 4 M's on Twitter. And, if you want to, let them know we sent you. Don't need to, but definitely something to check out for small streamers like us. That being said, anyone else have anything they want to shout out before we jump into the recap? Anyone got anything else going on they want to advert for? Okay, doesn't seem like anyone does, so we will jump headfirst into our recap here. So where we last left off a couple of weeks back, our team has, through the aid of a somewhat recently acquired, I guess we'll call her guide, in Stormfang, have found their way through the jungles and rivers of Chult to the ruined city of Orlunga, where they have been advised that a guardian spirit, Saja Mbaza, lives. Most of the group set up camp during one specific person's watch. It was decided that 2 of them would go wandering off and try to explore said temple ziggurat. And Solana and King Gizzard, trying to get up the stairs for a while, didn't work. Tried to go up the middle, started running into a very thick and pointed thorns and starting to do a quite significant amount of damage to themselves trying to get up there. Finally, they decided to break out to the sides and go up opposite stairs. They both noticed the same things, but only Solana really paid much notice to it, as Solana has left the stairs and gone back down to search for a couple of small flowers that she saw. One of the little black and white elemental I've lost my word. Chewingas.
Chewinga.
Yeah. Chewinga's holding as it was going up the stairs, and Gizzard, on the other hand, decided to light the entire bloody building on fire. Created oil in his alchemy jug, chucked it over all the thorny brambles in front of him, and just lit them on fire. And as quickly as he could burn any of these plants, he wasn't seeing a difference in the density as they were growing back that quickly. With that, as some of the party have I'll phrase it, become alerted to something going on as... actually, where is my note? I think yours was just the last watch or the third watch, Gizzard, that all this was going down on.
The third watch, but it went into the fourth, and Davine.
Yeah, so Devaney is the one who
found us.
woke up during fourth watch.
Well, I woke up during third watch, halfway through third watch, because I'm a high elf and I wake up early.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Devaney has, I think it was, did we leave it last time that everyone was coming back down, or had you just gotten up to where Gizzard was?
I got Azaka and we went to where Gizzard was.
Okay, so as you and your guide have come up, as you're walking up the stairs, you feel about halfway up to the first landing towards Gizzard. And Gizzard, what do they see beyond you and, a burning ziggurat?
When we left it off last week, were we already heading back? I think we were heading back.
No, I just ran up with the flowers, and I was deciding what to do with them.
All right.
And
Well,
I think
And I'm going to run up the ziggurat with them.
And Devaney just asked to see the flowers because Solana was shouting about flowers and things.
Oh, yeah. And I said, the flowers, they're magical. We can get up the ziggurat with them. Yes? Should we do this? Now? Do you want to wait? Took me a long while to find these flowers.
Solana, what are these flowers about? What are you talking about?
See, the things they told us, well, they showed us that the way to get up the stairs is to find the flowers. So I found the flowers, and now we can go up the stairs.
Why are we going up the stairs?
Gizzard, why are we going up the stairs?
It is something to be explored. That's why we are trying to go up the stairs.
Exactly.
But just you two? You're not going to wait for the rest of the party? Like it's nighttime.
We weren't sleepy?
You didn't wait for the rest of us? You could have woken us up and told us you're going. You just left on your own?
Last time we explored something, no one wanted to come. So we thought it'd be better to just not ask and just do.
It also wasn't the middle of the night. And this is somebody's house. Why did you set it on fire? It's
I
not
keep
a
forgetting that
temple.
it's someone's house, so I kind of feel really bad about that. So,
Perhaps they shouldn't put flammable things on the side of the house. Then it would not be such a fire hazard.
he has a point. It's very flammable.
Does Devaney notice that none of the vines are burning?
Go ahead and make a perception check. Only because it's still, as you said, it's still fairly early. And there's a lot of fire going. Difficult check.
And once a fire has rolled through, things grow back bigger and stronger anyway. So I'm doing them a favor, to be honest.
You're watching it burn. You're not. It's weird. You don't see it clearing anything out, but you're not sure what you're seeing.
So Devaney will sigh and, Gizzard, maybe you should just go back to camp. You're not helping anything right now. Have you even slept yet at all tonight?
No, not at all.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go put these flowers in some water and go to sleep too.
So, Solana, you said there was chewingas carrying the flowers?
Yes, and they got up the stairs, so I had a moment of brilliance, which I always do. And I decided to go get the flowers and go up the stairs. But then you came up and said, don't go up the stairs, so I didn't go up the stairs.
That's pretty much how it went.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. Solana, do you know what kind of flowers these are?
They are orchids.
Okay.
And due to a misspeak, it's a single orchid that is both orange and purple flower.
Oh, it's a single orchid that is both a orange and purple flower.
So we went from a purple flower and an orange to 2 flowers to 1 flower.
Yeah, the DM's hard. The DM's old. Don't mind him.
So Devaney turn to Azaka and, make questioning eyes at her and say, do you know what this is about?
Azaka just sort of grins at you. And if you wish to see the Guardian, of course there will be tests to see if you are worthy. This is just one of them.
I did not think it would be easy to see her, but I think we should attempt this in the morning.
Okay.
Like, we'll just sort of half yawn, give a stretch. You're the one who woke me up, so I'll go back down and go to bed.
Well, I didn't know what these two were up to, so it's always good to have backup.
I'll go pick some more flowers because I don't have to sleep, so. Yay! Flower picking in the middle of the night.
Gizzard remembers the eggs that he left behind and light bulb over the head and just runs back to camp without saying anything else.
Okay, so Solana, you're going to look for flowers?
Mhm.
How many are you looking for?
At least 6.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Go ahead and make a nature check for me, and then Gizzard, go ahead and make a perception check for me as you're running back to your little tent and your stolen eggs.
Was that a perception or a deception?
Perception. Okay. Everything looks fine. Nothing's changed on the eggs. So, Solana is, you, Devaney, and Zaka head back down to camp. You sort of wander off to start looking for these flowers. It takes you a good 3 hours to find another 5 orchids.
Okay.
We'll say somewhere between 2.5 and 3 hours. So as Devaney's wrapping up her watch, you somewhat tiredly, as it's been a little bit of a rough morning for you so far, make your way back to camp. You've managed to find enough orchids for any of your party who wish to ascend with you to climb up.
And here's a flower for you, and here's a flower for Devaney, one for Malik, and Gizzard, and Quinn, and you weird lady. Okay, I think everyone has one.
Is Dragonbait coming?
Ah, now I gotta go march up in the forest and find another flower. Thanks a lot, Devaney.
Dragonbait just shakes his head, and Azaka says, I have already made the trek and asked my questions. I will remain here with this one, and we can watch the camp for you.
Okay, you can have the flower just because it's pretty then.
Thank you, dear.
And I'll start making breakfast and do whatever is necessary.
So Solana is getting everything ready to go for the day, and actually let me check what our weather is like today. Okay, weather is
I can't hear you, dude.
Oh. Can you hear me now?
No, I can't hear Dave.
Oh, you can see Dave? I couldn't see Dave. Dave's microphone.
Oh,
That's why you can't hear her.
still can't hear Dave.
Yeah, Dave, you've got your microphone muted in Discord. Okay, not
Nope.
muted anymore, but still can't hear you.
Nope. Nope.
Now.
Yes.
Hey, now we got you.
Oh, blessed. Okay. Should I roll now or later for leeches?
Go ahead and make your roll now.
It's like a con save?
Hold on, let me grab it. I'm pretty sure that's it, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Okay, throat leeches. There we are. Yep, it's con save.
Come on. Big money, no whammies.
Alrighty then. So, exhaustion successful. Okay, so what was your exhaustion level? You failed one save, right? So were you at a 1 or a 2 last time?
I believe I was at 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay. Then, as you wake up this morning, you start feeling a whole lot better. That
God.
little creepy crawly feeling you've had in your back of your throat, it seems to be gone. Yeah, definitely think you're on the mend.
Okay.
As you come to consciousness, Quen wakes up. You see Solana's prepping breakfast. She's come around giving you all a flower and said you need those to get up the ziggurat in front of you. And weather is pretty much on par with what you used to. Slightly overcast, a little bit of misty rain occasionally, a little bit of sunlight.
I want to go up to Dragon Beat
Oh, okay.
and tell him I'm sorry for stealing Artis's longbow and give him a piece of coral. Pretty coral. That I
Oh,
polished.
okay.
And say I'm
Alright.
sorry.
Dragonbait gives you a little nod and almost like a little half smile. You get that somewhat familiar scent of sort of that pleased or warmth that
Okay,
like lemon
Because I've been
scent.
I'm feeling really bad about that.
Yeah, it seems like he really isn't overly concerned about the stuff like that. It's
Oh, okay.
something happened, his mood changed a little bit.
Okay. I'm good.
Okay, so the day belongs to the group.
Hey, look, guys, there's a ziggurat. We should try ascending it.
I haven't been up there before.
No. Just
I mean,
saying.
that's the city, right? Up there?
It's not
Yeah,
a city.
Oh. Well, definitely dampened my mood a bit, but
We should try it out anyway.
Hey Matt, these little egg baskets, leather bag thingies that I was making. How far along was I again?
You were about halfway
Forgot to write
through
it down.
one of them.
Okay, cool. Beautiful.
So it's 30 feet American up to the first level. You're
Why
pretty
didn't you
sure it
say
would be
30
like.
feet American because it's already American.
Which I'm pretty sure is like 16 meters or something.
No, it's
Feet
not that much.
American is actually 2 inches bigger than regular world feet.
Oh.
God.
Who else uses feet?
It's 30 baker's feet.
How many metrics?
So,
How many metrics is.
and for our out of America viewers, take that little bit of information with whatever grain of salt you'd like.
Oh, we suck. That's the salt. America's sick. Okay. Anyways.
We do love salt in America. Everyone's fat. So fat.
Let's climb the mountain!
So, as
30
the
feet
But we
of
digress.
mountain.
Anyway, so it's
we've got
about 15 metrics up to the first level.
Dragonbait and Stormfang have said they're staying behind. Is everyone else going up the ziggurat?
Yes.
Yep.
Wait,
Take
why
your
are they all
flowers.
going back?
When's going?
The guide and the other guy from around here who is interested in this place don't want to come. What's going on?
And you get the opinion just from traveling. Dragonbait wasn't the one who wanted to come here. Artis was.
Okay, but I would think. I mean, isn't he like, now like an Avenger? Like, I'm gonna finish my best friend's quest?
He's just gonna stink up the place. That's all he does.
Mm.
I'm just worried. No more are like.
Oh yeah, the last time we went on an adventure and left people by the boats, they kind of disappeared and died later.
I have
The
a
dragon
I
bait is staying
totally
behind.
forgot about that woman.
I have a feeling that these guys can fend for themselves a little better.
Then
If Dragonbait is staying behind, I'm definitely taking my eggs, because I don't trust him. Especially around my eggs.
Okay,
Also,
fair
it
enough.
is true that Dragonbait did survive a bunch of boulders, unlike his friend, so he'll probably be fine.
And the other lady is a druid, so she'll be fine too. Because druids are awesome.
Well, are we heading up the stairs?
Yes, take your
Yeah.
flowers.
Okay, so
We went up there, so if stuff goes wrong, they can call like the park rangers and stuff.
So you remember that those stampedes of people that we intimidated away? Maybe they'll call them.
No,
Why
I
do you
don't
think
remember
Shield
those.
has park rangers?
So Devaney is going to start climbing the stairs, and she's going to keep a lookout for any other chewingas that she might see.
okay, as you start making your way up the path, and it's a fairly standard, about 45-degree angle of the stairs. Looks to be about 45, 50 feet long. As you make your way up the stairs, you don't see any other chewingas on there. As you get to the top of the stairs, Devaney, go ahead and make a perception check for me. Okay. You get up and you notice, as you're looking around, you can see this. There are more steps leading up from the first level up to the second level. And looks to be a much shorter distance this time, only about 30 or 35 feet. Only going like 20 feet up into the air. But as you look at it, the stairs look like it's old and worn. That's about all you see.
Alright, I'm waiting till everybody else catches up, I guess.
Oh yeah, I'm going up the metrics.
Oh, right behind you, Mom. Don't worry about me.
He's just got the flower in his mouth because he's got the 2 eggs,
Yeah.
under each arm. And he's going really slow, making sure he's actually going up the stairs and not staying where he was.
Gizzard, you take a good couple of minutes, real slow walking, looking around, but you notice you do seem to be making much better time than you were last night.
It's probably the eggs.
Maybe it's the eggs. Good luck,
So-
totems.
At this point, you've all made it up onto the second level of the ziggurat. Again,
Which is about 8 meters tall.
I have no clue.
Basically, I'm dividing it by
That's about
half and adding a foot. Or a meter, rather.
No.
No, that's not how it works.
And I would just like to point out, this is how somebody who uses the system is teaching us in America how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what, Gizzard, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
These eggs gonna hatch?
That'd be awesome.
Okay. As you're walking up and you're cresting the top and you're sort of, as you're looking around to make sure that you are actually moving up, you can still see and smell a couple of the points in the brush to your left still smoldering from the fire you lit earlier last night. Or early this morning, however you want to phrase it.
I'm gonna try and start that fire up again. It's gonna lean over, give it a few puffs.
Why? Well,
Gives it a couple of blows, and doesn't seem like it's strong enough right now. You'd actually have to go full out and restart the fire if you wanted to do that.
Solana Druid crafts a big flower over top of it, like a crappy bow on a present.
You guys are all now standing on the second tier, or rather, I guess I'll call it. Well, in America we'd call it the second floor, but in the rest of the planet they call it the first floor.
Wait, I can't show you my picture. There's my picture.
Hey, there you go. So, what are you guys doing? As you look up, you see got about a 30-foot stretch of crumbly stairs in front of you.
Oh, I thought we ascended 30 feet and have to go 15 feet now.
No, you made it up the first run, which was 50 feet long and 30 feet into the air.
Oh,
Next
okay.
run looks to be about 30 or 35 feet forward up at an angle, and it rises about another 20 feet.
Okay, I'm going up.
Okay, so as you start climbing up the second thing, all of a sudden you feel the stairs beneath you start to crumble and give away.
Oh, crap.
And you don't fall, but it's like climbing a treadmill ladder. You keep pulling and trying to claw up the crumbling stairs, and the stairs are just continually crumbling. You're not making any ground.
Okay, well.
It's escalating.
Oh no, I left. Because my damn mouse button.
Okay, well, while we're waiting for Solana to return, can everybody go ahead and make a perception check for me?
Solana's gonna make a perception check too.
I'm slowly getting better at those.
Bad, not bad. Okay, so we're waiting on Quen and Solana. Oh, beautiful. So is you guys watch as Solana has tried to book it up these stairs and is basically running in place now with just gravel and sand and pebbles pouring down from where she's running through. You all see a small black and white Chewinga come up the first level of the stairs, look around on the ground for a couple of moments, picks up a red feather, and now with those two items in hands, runs right up the stairs, right past Solana's feet.
A red feather from where?
With your perception check, you can see them strewed throughout on this second level at different spots.
I say, hey, wait, and I grab a red feather and I run after it.
So for those in the group, you see Solana, after seeing this sort of frantically look at the ground, grab the red feather and holding the flower and red feather in her hands, books it right up the stairs after this Chewinga. No problems making it up the stairs. What's the rest of the party doing?
Despite towards Chewingas. Yeah, I mean, I guess you grab a red feather, like, sure. I don't know, but I guess, sure. They have bird flu? Like...
So, as each of you starts looking around, I'm assuming all, let's see, so Devin, Malik said you're looking for one, Quen, Gizzard, are you guys looking for the red feathers as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to Malik and be like,
Could you pick one up for me? I can't reach with the eggs around my arms like this.
I don't know. I'm really not sure why you decided now is the best time to try Parenthood out, but like, yeah, I can respect that. Sure, I mean, you help me look for one, I'll pick it up for you.
Yeah, between the two of you, it literally takes not even 2 minutes for you guys to find a couple of feathers. Devaney, I'm assuming you're looking for one and following after Solana, who's booked up there?
Sure am.
Oh, okay, and Quan, what about yourself? I know you keep dropping in Discord. You having connection issues? You back with us?
So my audio keeps cutting out and I can't hear you all sometimes, and then I have to do it again.
Oh,
Have you
okay.
tried doing it on your phone? Because sometimes that's more stable, actually.
I guess I'll give it a try.
Okay.
But I'm assuming you're grabbing a feather and following them up, though?
Hi.
Okay, so we get the rest of the group. You guys all start running up. Solana, we'll start with you because you took off a good couple of minutes before them, and it is literally... You can clear this in 5 or 6 seconds to get up there.
Yee!
So as you're come up onto the next level of the ziggurat, you notice that there is looks to be only one more set of stairs in front of you between you and the entrance to this building.
It's 8 feet American.
I am
And as you're
American and I feel attacked.
And as you're looking at this and you see the stairs leading up to this, one central path of stairs leading straight up to the front, in perfect, pristine condition.
I don't trust it.
Covered in snakes.
These snakes.
To the point that you can tell there are stairs because of how the snakes are laying and moving. But it is more
Okay.
snake than stare.
I'm a druid. Am I afraid of snakes? I don't really care, I don't think.
Yo, turn into a mongoose.
Oh yeah! That'd be awesome.
I don't know, I mean,
Maybe I should, and then I can clear the way for everybody else. Let's see.
well, I mean, are there any more of those little black and white little buddies? Like, last time.
Can I animal handle the snakes?
You can go ahead and make a roll. You could certainly try.
No, I do not animal handle the snakes. Okay.
You put your hand out and you sort of do that, trying to be the snake charmer, and then all of a sudden you do the very Steve Irwin thing, crikey, and all of a sudden you get it snaps out at your hand. Doesn't get you, but enough that you're
Okay.
Okay. Nope.
Okay.
That works
You
for
don't like that,
us.
so we're not going to do that anymore. Oh, JJ's not here for your crikey.
Really, we lost to JJ.
Lost to JJ. And you just insulted his nation, too. This is terrible.
Let's see here. Okay, well, while we're waiting for JJ to reconnect or see what happened here.
I'll wait for everyone else to reach the plateau I'm on.
Oh, okay. So you're staying there for a couple of moments. Again, not more than maybe 30 or 45 seconds goes by because it took the others a couple of moments to grab a feather, where you took off before they even had a chance to start looking. All of a sudden,
Is there a clearing after the snakes?
Yep. If you look up, the steps go about 20 feet long, going up that same incline. But beyond that, you can see it's not so much a clearing, but another plateau or ledge, and then an entranceway.
I'm going to speak with the animals.
Okay.
And be like, hey, snakes, how you doing? Can you move out of the way, please, so I can have a path to get up to the front? It'd be greatly appreciated.
As you're listening and you're looking at these, and as you're focusing on them and you're saying this, you start to realize how many of them there are in front of you, and it's easily hundreds of these snakes. And as you see this, at once you start hearing a cacophony of voices in your mind.
Ooh.
This hissing and sliding through it. No.
Okay. Thank you for
No.
your customer service.
Leave.
Well, we're really sorry about the fire. Well, one of us is really sorry about the fire. And, besides that, we'd love to talk to the person at home, if they're at home.
So we'll jump back to your side. As you're going through all this, all of a sudden, the remainder of you, Devonay, Melek, Gizzard, and Quen, all crest to the top of these stairs and hear Solana basically hissing.
I'm talking Parselton!
Basically, yes. To these snakes who are hissing back, and you hear her singular sound, and then just hundreds of responding hisses back at them.
Is she having a stroke?
Hell nah. I ain't doing this.
Okay, well, I didn't want to do this.
How do you know what a stroke is?
Oh my god.
Do you still have leeches?
Leeches. I don't think it's gonna help with snakes though. I don't like snakes. They're like I give them I don't know. They had a scaly, like I am, I guess, but like the devil's animal, and I'm like a devil thing, but
Gizzard's scaly. Do you like Gizzard?
Yes, I am very scaly.
yeah, I mean he's fine. He like chats. He's chill.
What
And
about Dragonbeat? Dragonbeat doesn't chat, and he's scaly.
Smells like bread sometimes. I can dig on bread. Snakes. None of them bite me.
Okay, so you said that there's a clearing after the snakes?
Yep.
It looks like...
As you are standing there and you're having this conversation, you're listening to your group behind you. Go ahead and all of you make a perception check for me. Okay. So, as you guys are watching, you see another Chwinga off to the side. This one, the white sort of mask portion of its face resembles a mongoose. And in its two hands, the orchid and the red feather. Chwinga walks over to just within arm's reach of the snakes, takes out the orchid and smacks one of them in the face. As a snake rears back and lunges forward to bite at it, the Chwinga rubs it with the feather. The snake seems to calm down a little bit. You watch as the Chwinga lies on the ground and opens its mouth, wherein the snake crawls completely into the mouth of the Chwinga.
Oh my god.
And as you watch, the Chwinga slithers in between all of the snakes, up the stairs, then onto the landing.
Question. Does the Chwinga turn into a snake?
Nope.
Body.
It still looks just like the Chwinga. It's just sort of slithering, looking like it's moving like a snake.
Oh, this is some human centipede crap. I'm not into this.
Alright, this is great. Ignoring everything else, Gizzard's gonna lie down, open his mouth in front of the snakes, and hope one crawls in.
No, you did it in the wrong order. Gizzard.
I'm gonna hit one with the feather, rub it with the. No, I'm gonna hit one with the orchid, rub it with the feather, and then I'm gonna go.
Okay, so we've got Solana is doing it the way the Twinga did. Gizzard, you're just laying down in front of it and opening your mouth.
Yeah, I want it like a free meal. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet. If they're crawling into my mouth.
No, it's not. Oh no.
They're magical.
Okay, so Solana, I need you to make a Constitution save for me.
Of
Oh my
course.
god, you
And
Oh no.
let's see here. Okay. So, actually, you are fine.
Ooh.
So you go ahead and you slowly slither your way up the stairs after that snake crawls its way down your throat. It's a little awkward and uncomfortable, but you manage to stomach it, so to speak.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
So-
wiggle, wiggle. Yeah.
Gizzard, as you are laying there in front of these and, plump down right in front of it, without following the instructions, the one closest to you takes a bite at your face.
Jeez.
Oh
And
my
that
god.
is a 25 to hit.
Jeez.
So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh, Sarah.
Just cause.
Okay, so you are not poisoned, but you do take 8 piercing damage. So as you guys watch as Solana has followed the Chewinga's instructions perfectly, or not instructions, example, has slithered up and is now standing up on the top of the stairs, and you have watched Gizzard just flop down in front of them and open his mouth and get bitten on the snout. What is everyone else doing?
Devaney will do the same thing as Solana just did.
Can Quen have Chi-Chi do the same thing that the other Chewinga did?
Sure, you would have to give watching the Chewinga. Actually, so go ahead and make an intelligence check with advantage, given how many people you've been watching do this. And Devaney, for you, I need a Constitution. Okay, Quen, you would be able to do that, but in order for Chi-Chi to make it up, you would have to give Chi-Chi your flower and feather, which means it would be impossible for you to continue up.
Okay, well then I will just do it myself then. Sounds like fun.
Okay, so go ahead and make a Constitution save for me. Devaney, you're fine. You make it. Snake crawls down your throat exact same way as it did for Solana, and you slowly make. And same for you, Quen, as you bop it with the orchid, stroke it with the flower down the hatch, and the two of you, almost in sequence on either side of the stairs, start slithering your way up.
Hey, Malik, this is like the new Kool-Aid. Come on. Snake is the new Kool-Aid.
Slytherin.
First of all, real life me doesn't get what you're talking about. Let
What?
alone
You don't get drinking the Kool-Aid?
Oh. Oh boy, that's dark. Okay, but it's going to say, okay, Gizzard, you know the instructions, right?
You cut out. I'm sorry. Did you say
Okay,
something?
you know what you're supposed to do, right? You're not just gonna keep laying down and get bit.
I'll comply.
Okay, great. Am I not staying down here with these snakes? And then Melik is gonna run up and bap one of them and stroke him with a feather, just lay down and close his eyes.
A
Okay.
tiefling afraid of snakes. This is hilarious.
Go ahead and make a Constitution save for me, Malik.
So gross. Oh my Jesus.
Okay. And it goes down the hatch, and all of a sudden you find yourself slowly slithering up the stairs. Gizzard, what you doing?
I'm gonna bop it with a flower, but like really, really hard. And then stroke it aggressively with a feather and lay down.
Okay, go ahead and make a Constitution save.
I feel like I'm gonna be the one that doesn't make this.
I'm sort of hoping.
Oh yeah.
So as Gizzard does it properly this time and slowly manages to slither his way up the stairs behind you guys, you all find yourself slowly coming to your feet on the top of this shrine.
That was.
As you're stepping out there and you see in front of you a simple rectangular building. Doesn't really stand out much anyway to you guys.
I go, hello?
As you call out, you don't get a response right away. As you're looking at the building, you see that there is... the entire outside of it is decorated with these almost labyrinthian carvings that actually go ahead and make a anyone who has proficiency in either history or religion, go ahead and make a check for me if you want to.
Not I.
Labyrinthian. Do you mean like the David Bowie film or?
No, but that type of actually Devaney knows immediately. The symbol that you're seeing decorated on the outside of this Devaney is the symbol of Uptao.
Okay.
Was that the fist we found earlier too?
No, that was the what I think you're thinking of is the heart of Uptao that you visited that had the strange, creepy mage woman in it.
Oh, okay.
Valinda.
Yeah. The zombie slave.
We should probably tell people about that, by the way. I'm just saying.
So as you're all looking around, and as you look at the doorway, as you're all standing there, you know, flowers and orchids in your hand, you look in and you see an open door leading to the inside of this brick building. It is barren and an empty, dusty room. But every single one of you notices the slight scent of incense.
Who invited dragon bait?
I was gonna say that too, Gizzard. Oh yeah.
Matt, am I able to place the scent of the incense in any way?
Go ahead and make a go ahead and make a history check.
Okie doke.
Ooh.
That's it. As you're sitting there, and again, it's a very faint scent that you get coming from this room in front of you. It doesn't hit you as any sort of magical incense. It put you in mind of almost like a religious ceremony or like a meditation type feel to it.
This incense is calming. This is something good for meditation.
I go inside the door.
Okay.
Well, okay, hold up. Like, this place has had all sorts of, like, little tests. Little chill tests. Or should we be, like, knocking around or, like, I don't know, looking for another one of the little chewingas? Like,
Okay, I take a rock and I throw it on the ground in front of me to see if there's any traps.
We explode.
Ding, 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 ding.
I
Now
go,
there's a
see,
rock-
it's
now there's a rock in front of
perfectly
you.
safe.
okay, yeah,
What
go
are you
ahead,
afraid
go
of?
ahead.
Okay, so Solana, you're going into the room?
Yes.
Okay, what is
Perhaps
the
we
rest
should
of the...
get on each other's backs. It seemed to work.
Oh, yeah!
I'm gonna follow Solana, or I'm just gonna go in the room if they change their mind about.
No, I'm gonna go in the room.
Okay, so the two of you going in the room, Melek, Gizzard, Quen, what are the three of you doing?
Waiting to see what happens.
If
Oh,
Devin
okay.
is going in, I'll go in.
Okay, so we have three entering. Quen, what about yourself? Oh, I don't know if Quen is able to hear us or not.
Oh, I can hear you. Sorry, I cut out for just a sec. Yes, Quen is entering with everyone else.
Okay,
Jason stand outside, egg
so
in hand, watching.
as the four of you step through, is anyone holding on to their orchid and feathers? You throwing them away? What are you doing?
I still have mine.
Death grip.
Theirs.
And I have mine as well.
Okay, so the four of you step through the doorway, and immediately you're overcome with bright, bright light, hanging lamps illuminating the entire room. Incense burners fill it. All of you recognize the scent of the incense you had caught beforehand, now much stronger with smoke curling from the incense burners. Cushions and reed mats cover the floor. Pots of strange flowers blooming plastered all over the walls. And singing birds flit from plant to plant across in front of you. An immense snake, sitting with iridescent scales, resting on a heap of cushions opposite the doorway from where the four of you have just entered. As it notices you, and it slowly starts to wind its way up, eventually rising to a height of 5 feet, staring directly into, focused on Solana as you were the first one who stepped through. Its face, remarkably humanoid for such a large snake, and its tongue flicking out as a snake's would. Looking at you, it says, "I am Saja. What do you seek in this ancient place? Speak truly, for I hear your heart."
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I've never met someone so special before. And we had a friend named Artist who wanted to come here, but he's dead. So we found a tiger lady and she let us here anyway. Nice to meet you. And does he have a hand?
No, as you look, it is actually...
No, it's a snake.
Let's see here. We will... Where are you?
Given there's no sense of screaming or pain or
Well, it's
mutilation,
let me, as I'm pulling up the image so I can show them what this person actually looks like. JJ, as you watch them walk through, Gizzard, as you watch your party members walk through the door, they vanish.
No.
You're still staring at an empty room.
I'm gonna walk up to it and just put my toe in. Test the water.
The room.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
As I said, it has a strangely humanoid face, but that's basically what you're looking at, minus the iridescent scales.
Oh, strangely
Okay.
right.
I say, well, it's a pleasure to meet you. And our friend Artist was wondering, Devine, if you could help me here.
You ask your questions. I have my own.
Okay.
While Solana's checking out, Gizzard, have you decided you're walking in or you staying out? You put your toe in and you get nothing.
I'll walk in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As you walk in, you almost walk smack into the back of your four compatriots and can see a 5-foot snake sitting 5 foot in the air up like this, staring almost sort of down at Solana, who is currently talking with it. But where Solana's flipping to find her she's looking for. Do you have it?
Go ahead, Devine.
Jump over to Devine.
Seems so friendly. Go ahead, Devine.
Well, we are looking for the city of Omu. Would you know where that is?
Yes, then Omu is a decent travel from here, down near the Peaks of Flame, south of the Heart.
Yeah, we've been to the heart.
Travel far south from there and you will find the Peaks of Flame. Omu is to the west.
I'm not sure who has the map. I dig it out and mark it on my map.
I can't remember who's holding the map. But yeah, we can say...
I think I was holding. I took it. Just because.
Okay. So, let's say they're saying it's west of there, so you are looking... Actually, you guys have the map in front of you. The Peaks of Flame are...
Here.
Shift ping it. Yep. Peaks of Flame are right here. So you know that Omu is somewhere just west of that. So, if you want to, you have access to a draw tool right in roll 20. Go ahead and put who's ever said they were holding the map. I can't remember which one has it. Go ahead and put a little X right on it.
Devine, why don't you hold this map now?
You're still thinking about your question.
Yes.
You can just put whatever size X you want right down in rough ballpark, because again, you're not getting an exact location out of it. But as Saja has advised you of this, also says, yes, that is where Razn Sai lived.
What?
The city of Omu is home to Razn Sai.
Roz.
One pipes up and asks, well, who is Raznasai?
Razn Sai is a Yuan-Ti. They are planning to end the world, as they are always trying to.
A UNT, you said. Can I roll and see if Gwen knows about UNT?
Sure. Go ahead and I'll say let me grab. I'll say go ahead and make this either Arcana or either Arcana or straight intelligence. Sure as heck are not nature. Yeah, so you're not overly familiar with one. Do you know that they're basically the Wanti you're familiar with are basically like humanoid serpent half-breeds. Think like upper half of a human, lower half of a snake, or an actual humanoid with like snake scales for skin, things like that.
Would I know what sort of god they worship?
You can make a religion check if you'd like to.
Sure. Doesn't look like I know.
No, with that you wouldn't. You know that they have their own deity. They don't worship one of the, like a greater deity. Their god is one of their own that you've heard of it at some point, but it's escaping you at the moment.
Huh. So Rosnasai is a leader of the UNT. So I take it that you yourself are not a UNT?
No, I am a guardian spirit residing here in Orlunga.
I see. And you do not like UNT?
It's not that I do not like them. There is no benefit if they end the world. It affects all of us.
I would agree with you that ending the world would benefit only a select few.
If you are planning on going to Omu, then you could deal with Rosnasai and his people. The city lies beneath the level of the jungle. It is easiest spotted from higher ground.
You need a dirigible.
Can you tell us how we might either gain Rosnasai's favor, or if it comes to it, if Rosnasai has any weaknesses?
It has been many years since Rosnasai's uprising. I do not know of any weaknesses and do not associate with him to know how to gain his favor. But what I can offer you is any of you who decide to take upon this task, I will arrange for a charm to be given to you that should aid you.
I would like one.
So,
He just jumps out from behind Devin and is like, hello, I'd like one.
So, you are agreeing to deal with Rosnasai.
Yes.
And then so shall it be done.
We can assist you. Is there any way that you may help us in taking care of Rosnasai?
As I stated, I can give those of you who are going to aid in this a small charm to try and aid you with this. The charm's effectiveness will be based on the use you put it to.
I see. Well,
Ask what that means.
sounds wonderful.
I would like for it to be effective. I'd like to put it to good use. How do I do that?
That will all depend on what the DM rolls on the turntable.
Snake lady, but I will accept it.
Okay. So, looks like we have Melik and Quen said they were interested. What is the rest of the party doing as this
I'm super interested. You're an awesome snake man.
Okay, so Solana's agreed. Devaney and Gizzard, how are you responding? Or are you guys not stating anything at this point? I know you guys have other things you want to discuss with Saja and Baza.
Yeah, Devin has a couple more questions.
I'm just assuming if we're doing this as a group, everyone's going to be under the effect of this job.
Saja is giving charms to anyone who agrees.
Ooh, I want a charm. And I want to ask you some questions.
It's going to end up bad for me.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Gizzard?
I feel like if I speak to it, it's going to end up bad, considering I tried to set its home on fire.
So are you just remaining silent, nodding?
I'm gonna nudge Malik and be like,
Ask for me too.
My friend would like a charm also.
You are the least charismatic.
Very scared of snakes.
But snakes are awesome. Look how friendly he is. All animals are equally awesome. Except for leeches, which I don't consider animals.
So that Saja turns the gaze to focus almost solely on Devaney, who's commented as of yet about accepting the offer.
Saja, have you heard of the Soulmonger?
I have not heard this name before. What is this?
Have you heard of people dying and not being able to be raised again? We believe the Soulmonger has something to do with this.
I am... Again, that name is unfamiliar to me, but the act you are describing matches various omens that I have seen come out of Omu. It appears that whatever your goal is tied specifically to that city. And it may be tied to Razan Sai as well.
If he's connected with this, then definitely I will take care of him.
Then it seems we must arrange for charms for all of you. You have been given the knowledge you seek of where to find this place. Do you have any other questions before you leave?
How old are you?
Child, I am old enough that I do not recall how old I am.
You're really cool.
Even the dragons call me ancient.
Wow. Well, I think you're awesome, so thank you.
I have a question.
Oh no.
Yes, and you, Flamebringer.
To the point. I understand. What are in these eggs?
One of them is the offspring of the beast you stole it from. The other, not even my gaze can pierce.
What?
Does that mean it's like a rock or something? Or is it definitely an egg?
I cannot see through it.
It's a rock. Okay.
Saja starts to slowly descend back down, sort of curling in like a snake, getting ready to go back to
I have
sleep.
one more question.
Yes, and you horned one.
Kind of insensitive. Anyways, is there like an express elevator down? Or do we have to go back Snake Way? Because that was nasty. I'm sorry.
You will have no problem.
Not really an answer, but thank you. Okay, it was a great nap.
And before, Quan, I know you've been having some minor microphone issues occasionally. Any questions you have for Saja before the group leaves, or anyone else?
No, I asked all my questions. I'm great. Quinn's great. Do we have our charms yet?
I gotta roll on those in a couple of moments, so
Okay.
I'll probably roll those when we take our break and see what everyone is going to end up with.
I'll be a patient little elf boy.
Okay, so as the group of the five of you start walking out of the shrine now, is
Thank you, bye!
as you guys had made your way up the shrine after waking up, probably took you about half an hour or so to make your way up there. You should probably get up there after breakfast and everything else, like 10:30, 11 o'clock, getting pretty close to lunchtime by the time everything was said and done. As you walk out the door, you notice in the distance the sun is just barely creeping over the tree. It appears it's dawn.
Ooh.
The
As
next
you-
day?
We're the same day and we relived it. We'll never know. We're in the jungle. And we don't have watches.
As you look down, Alec, is your first thought is, oh dear God, the snakes. As you look down at the stairs, they're gone.
Do we still have them inside of us?
You're right.
Go ahead and make an, I'll say, make an intelligence check.
I was gonna say, if you say perception, I was gonna lose my biscuits.
Oh, look, I know everything.
Solani, you ate a snake and you haven't yet asked everything, so you're pretty sure it's still in you.
Okay.
Melik, with that roll, you're pretty sure as you walk out and everything's gone, and as you're looking down the entire length of the ziggurat back down towards your camp, you see the destroyed steps are solid. The thorns and the brambles are gone. You're pretty sure that everything you went through was arcane in nature and is probably said and done with, and there's nothing still wiggling around inside you.
All right. So now the only thing I don't know is Gizzard. Why did it call you Flamebringer?
Because he lit the temple on fire. With flames. He lit the temple on fire. With flames. Oh yeah, you were asleep. We lit the temple on fire with flames.
It didn't even kill you. Oh my gosh. Why was I so scared?
I don't know, but we all eat snakes. I'm starting to feel a little wiggly inside.
I know, you're probably fine.
Alright, does Gizzard notice that the stairs are normal? Everything's kind of bland again.
You say
Yeah, when you pass
bland.
perception, yeah,
Can I run back into the room?
sure. You turn around, go charging back into the room, and as you run through the entranceway, get about 3 or 4 feet in, and you just start kicking up dust on the ground. You're in a small rectangular room. It's barren and dusty.
Can I make an investigation check to see if there's anything in there?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. You find
As
dust.
you look around, you find a whole lot of dust, and in the far upper right-hand corner, you find a cobweb and a small spider.
I'm gonna eat the spider. Just gonna reach up, pluck it down, and
Go ahead and make a Constitution save for me. You're fine. I so
Stomach is
wish I
sick.
could have given him a nat 1 for that. Yeah, you did, of course. So as the group makes your way back down to towards the camp, as you get down to like the second level, heading down to the first, you notice all around your camp, the entire base of the ziggurat is now covered and surrounded with bright blue tulips.
Pretty.
And it's all in full bloom on the ground.
Oh.
I mean, I'm
It's-
curious, but like you said, they said. I don't know if that snake has a gender. Anyways, they said no problem, so I guess no problem. Just nice flowers, right?
Yay, flowers! I kind of roll around in them.
Yeah, you roll around in them there. As far as you can tell, it doesn't seem to be doing it.
Okay,
I marched right on
that
through
makes
back
me
to
happy.
camp. I want to talk to the other two. How long have we been gone?
So as you walk over, you see Asaka and Dragonbait sort of stretching out, getting the pots together and starting to make breakfast. Oh, you've made it back. Oh, only took you a day.
Oh, okay, so I mean, okay, cool. Wow. And those flowers, amazing. Ain't
Those weren't there last night when we went to sleep, so I'm assuming you all had something to do with that. Much like the flames the night before.
Okay, I just found out about those. That wasn't me. But I think the flowers were definitely me.
I could talk to the plants and ask them when they got there. I'm just saying. I probably won't, but I'm just saying. I could. Because being a druid is so useful sometimes.
To the secret city, and we get to go to a place called the Peaks of Flame. So,
Are we going to Mambala first, by the way?
oh yeah, that one's a real city, right?
Yeah, that's the one that's like a city. For you,
Real city.
not like.
And then Peaks of Flame.
And you guys are saying this out loud?
Really good mood.
And as you're discussing this, Azaka looks over at you. And let us not forget you have agreed to assist to me at Firefinger as well.
Ooh, where's Firefinger?
Firefinger is further west from, well, you've mentioned going to Umbala. It's a good ways west of Umbala.
Okay. That sounds like fun, too. Except there's a lot of fire.
Yeah, I'm into it. Let's do it. I'm sorry. I didn't know about the fire fingers thing. I've been real sick.
Yeah, I didn't know about that either. Can you explain your request to us in small, tiny words?
Well, as you recall, you agreed to aid me in recovering my family's mask.
Ah,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
The mask is located at Firefinger.
Would you mind marking Firefinger up here on our map?
I suppose. Let me see a map and I can put a mark where it roughly falls.
The map.
Yeah, I'll open up the map that I now have.
Okay. And you get... Wow, doing that in gray is hideous. But we will ping it, so it's a little easier at least.
Oh.
Wait, did you say
Wow.
west or east?
Yeah, I thought you said west.
East, yeah. That's DM's insane. Yes.
Yeah, we knew that, but... Okay.
Man, guess it's a continental road trip then.
We're in it for the long haul.
You know what this means, though.
That you like me finally?
I've always liked you. Shut up.
Oh, I just like to hear it.
We gotta get a ride. I'm talking dinosaurs of Umbala.
So many dinosaurs.
We gotta get some and ride them. That'd be sick.
Oh, God.
But yeah, I mean, I guess we head to Umbala first.
Yeah, that's a good start point.
Okay. And actually, I forgot to... keep forgetting to do some things. Yeah, so weather's the same. Okay. Oh, come on, connection. Go. Okay. So as you guys start getting everything packed up, for you guys it feels like it's only been a couple of hours. So as Dragonbait and Azaka finish eating up and finishing their breakfast, getting everything packed up, you guys are heading east towards Umbala.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys head over and get the canoe back, the specialized, Gizzard Solana modeled canoe that, strangely enough, all of you were able to fit in because they carved it themselves out of a giant bloody tree. Tossed into the water. Who are you having manage your whatchamacallit?
Go ahead, Gizzard.
I am actually preoccupied with these eggs. So you take it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So, yeah, you've got. And what pace are you setting for the group as you load up?
Just
into
a
your
normal
canoe?
piece.
So as you guys head along in your canoe along the river, heading ever eastward towards your goal. You seem to be having really no real big problem in terms of you're traveling. The weather is fairly decent. Where would everybody be situated in the canoe? I'm assuming the guy.
One is in the middle.
No, okay. I'm assuming Solana Azaka would probably be up with you as acting as the guide.
Yes, and I will assist with bookmark and binding north.
Okay.
Uses it back the eggs.
Because it's at the back with the eggs.
Yep.
Melik, Devaney.
Devaney will probably be more towards the rear.
Alright, I'm in the middle!
Okay. What we'll do is we'll Stick it that, and then we've got basically Gizzard with his 2 eggs in the far back of the boat, Devonay and Dragonbait right in front of him. This way we've got a rough idea what you guys look like in this canoe heading eastward. So as you guys manage your way through, traveling through the day, you seem to be having no issues traveling along, and look, sometimes I do that just to make you guys nervous. So as you guys continue along your travel, the day seems to go by with no issues. Following the...
So you're a psychological sadist.
Some days.
Okay.
Some days you gotta be, it's D&D.
You're a DM. Okay, fair enough.
As you guys travel throughout the day into the wee hours of the evening, gets to be about that time for you guys to set up camp. You basically end up, you've got 2 choices. You want to go north or north bank or south bank for your campsite.
We'll stay north, I think. Does that make sense to everyone?
Sure.
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay. Actually, we are going to bump this up because you guys have found it. So would have... Oop, no, not token level. I want that on map level. Okay. You guys would be able to have marked where you found Orlunga on your map.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm just gonna get those couple of pieces around. So as you guys have traveled for the better part of the day, made your way, set up camp. You guys start situating your campsite, getting dinner ready for the evening. You guys have got, I believe Tyrannosaur Jerky is the last big critter you guys killed. Gizzard is Gizzard, would you have gotten rid of the slowly rotting crocodile meat and replaced it with fresh Tyrannosaurus, or would you still be eating the somewhat rank crocodile at this point?
I probably would have had some in the morning and realized it was kind of crap and then just tossed it.
Okay. You guys have got yourself situated for the evening. How are you guys setting up watches tonight?
I'll take first, and if no one wants it, second.
I'll take one.
Devonay will take last.
Okay.
I'll go second.
Gizzard
Okay.
taking second. Anybody volunteering for third, or we stick it with one of the...
Gwen will go
NPCs?
third.
Okay. So, all of you, 4 of you, I need a perception check from.
Beautiful. Over the course of this day, could I have been working on this egg shelter?
Sure. Go ahead.
Bag.
Go ahead and make 2 checks for me.
Oh, I failed.
Okay.
Yikes.
So, the first one you actually managed to finish the first satchel.
Yay!
With the second check, with the second half of the day, you're maybe a quarter of the way. You didn't get nearly as much done on this one as the second one. You think it may be weighing on you a little bit what Saja and Baza said about the second egg. Now, which egg is which is a whole other story.
I put the one of the eggs in the finished bag and just kind of like pop it around my shoulder like half a backpack.
Oh, okay.
How big are these eggs? Like, how much do they weigh?
Oh, realistically, I mean, this is probably a good 3.5 foot. I mean, he's carrying around basically 2 halflings. When you guys are walking, he's slow.
Okay.
I mean, picture you or me throwing JJ over one shoulder and just trying to walk with him. It's like, Okay, I've gone 4 feet. I need a breath.
Okay.
And granted, Gizzard's in better shape, but
Picture an American household with 2.5 kids.
I'd like to know where's the person.
I think
who said
that's 4 kids
5.5
metric, though.
Four kids in
So it's oh, as our 2.5 kids turns into 4, what we'll do is
Conversion rate.
this will be a pretty good spot for us to take our break for this evening. It's just a little after 9:30. We'll take a quick 5 or 6 minute break as our group is setting up camp and getting dinner ready to go to see what happens. And we'll be back. Thank you very much for joining us this evening as we have met a giant guardian snake, Saja and Baza, and are now heading towards Umbala. Mr. Producer, if you will produce us on to our commercial break, and we'll be back in just a few. And welcome back, everyone. We have just had our quick couple of moments break and took a little longer than anticipated because the DM needed to roll up some charms for the group. So where I was taking care of this on during our break, I want to make sure we let everyone know as the party came back down and started packing everything up and got to the canoes, each of them, as they sat down in their respective spots and was getting situated, found a small parcel packaged up for them. Solana has received a charm of animal conjuring. This charm allows you to cast the Conjure Animals spell, 3rd level, as an action. Once you do this 3 times, the charm vanishes. Gizzard has received the charm of Dark Vision. This charm allows him to cast the Dark Vision spell as an action, no components required. Again, once used 3 times, his charm vanishes. Quen has received the charm of Heroism. This charm allows Quen to give himself the benefit of a potion of heroism as an action. Once you do so, a charm vanishes. Melik received the charm of Restoration. This charm has 6 charges. You can use an action to expend some of its charges to cast either Greater Restoration, which costs 4 charges, or Lesser Restoration, which costs 2. Once all 6 charges have been depleted, the charm vanishes. And our last charm was Devaney, who got the charm of Giant Strength. I actually had Devaney roll a d5 to decide which Giant Strength she got. And Devaney ends up with a charm that gives her the benefit of a potion of Storm Giant Strength. So when she uses that, holy hell, to whatever I've thrown in front of her is going to get crucified.
That's correct.
Awesome.
So, fair warning, we're going to be throwing some bigger beasties at the group until that disappears.
Oh no. That doesn't seem fair.
Oh, I love this idea, though. So, as we have found our group is setting up camp on the northern side of the bank, has had dinner, has set up watch for the evenings. Realistically, watch goes through fairly easily. Solana and Quen, you guys are completely off in your own world and don't even notice the jungle around you for the most part during your watches. Gizzard and Devaney, as you guys pick up as they take over for you, you guys hear the same run-of-the-mill you've heard every night you've kept watch since you've entered this humid environment. You hear the frogs, the birds, the bugs. Nothing out of order, nothing big or out of place coming your way from what you can tell. As morning starts to roll in, Devaney, you being the one with last watch, you notice the day starts out much the same. As everyone starts waking up to make breakfast, you're all checking your water supplies. You realize you're down. You've got about enough water to get you through 1, tops 2 more days before you have to start boiling water again as part of your rest, because you haven't had a real heavy rain to replenish and make use of those rain catchers recently. Another one, given how long you guys have been out, and actually no, you did find a bundle of supplies, so you're probably good on insect repellent for another week or so. Maybe a little longer, but you may have to start being concerned with looking to replenish that as you've been out in the jungle for a bit. But you're heading to a city, so who knows what you'll find once you get there. With that being said, the day is yours. What is the group looking to do?
Set out east.
Okay, and who is navigating for today?
Gizzard, are you gonna sit on your eggs, or are you gonna?
I think Gizzard
Yes.
is wholeheartedly pointing your direction. So
Okay. Sorry, I'm a little laggy right now.
no worries. Holy, you could find your way to Omu blindfolded with that roll.
Nice.
So, as you guys start heading out east, you're going to see. And what is everyone else doing as while Solana and Akaz are basically guiding you guys eastward towards Umbala?
Being a good brood mother and making a little protective bag for my eggs.
Quinn is actually feeling very enthusiastic about Gizzard.
I was just kind of looking at the eggs, though, like trying to tell a difference.
There were two of you at once. Quinn, what were you saying?
Quinn was saying that Quinn is very enthusiastic about Gizzard and his eggs and wants to dote on Gizzard and make sure he has everything he needs to be a good egg brood mama.
Okay, and Malik, what were you saying?
Oh, I'm just kind of like stealing glances at those eggs and trying to tell a difference. Like, a comment from the snake lady kind of got me riled up.
Oh, okay.
They
So
definitely
let's-
look the same, though, right?
Go ahead and make a perception check. They look pretty much the same. You're not really noticing anything that jumped out different about them.
Okay.
At least not yet. So as you guys are making your way along, and you guys are get back into the canoe. You have your breakfast, start heading out, making your way along the river again, heading eastward towards Umbala. And as you're looking ahead, again, I'm assuming where Solana is taking guide again, you guys are in the same sort of positioning in the canoe. So I'll say, Solana, you're going to notice this first as you start going east. You can notice that in the distance, the ground starts to climb up a somewhat steep incline.
How
And-
steep?
It's probably like a 30 to 35 degree grade. You're guessing you're probably going to have to walk the last like 10 or 15 miles to Umbala, as it's.
And leave the canoe.
You could port the canoe with you, just have to carry it,
Okay.
or you leave it there, go to Umbala, then go back down to it.
It won't be
But-
there.
Leaving
We'll never
it
find it
around,
again.
Leave a little breadcrumb trail of, Tyrannosaurus jerky and hope nothing eats it. So, as you guys are making your way along the river, what would everyone else be doing as you guys are canoeing your way?
Quinn is making a flower crown for Gizzard, the soon-to-be mother of the group.
Okay. Melek, Devney, anything you guys would be doing during this?
No, just sitting there, enjoying the breeze in my hair.
Hey, Melek, what about yourself?
I mean, no, I think I'm good for right now.
Okay. So as you guys are paddling your way down, you guys are.
Oh, we lost JJ.
JJ, you still with us?
I should be.
Oh, okay. Lost you in roll 20 for a moment there. So as you guys are all riding along. All of a sudden, can you do me a favor and everyone go ahead and make a perception check for me?
Oh, my rolls. Oh, okay, that was.
Okay, come on. Wow.
Yeah, we see it.
Okay.
Whatever it's about to be.
I don't.
Yeah.
Enjoy that breeze.
Okay. So, as I'm about to shift us over in a moment. Just when you roll something, and actually, yeah, all of you with the exception of Devonay see this right on the top. Devonay, maybe you're just a little too interested in that hairdo at the moment, and the wind blowing through it. And you guys see. Actually, give me a second. We're gonna shift you on over in just a second. Oops. There we go. And Mr. Producer, if you can follow the bouncing flag to Untitled.
Oh, come on.
You find yourself. Oh,
No.
everyone with the exception of Devonay. I need you to go ahead and click on your tokens and roll initiative for me. As you
I only saw one of the crocodiles and was bummed out.
You have
5 and a big one. Cool.
Wow, those are pretty not fun looking.
No, that's not what I want to hit. Wow. But you guys getting lucky with initiative.
For some reason, I can't click on my token.
Oh, give me a second. One of these
What are
days,
crocodiles?
the settings will remain up. Huh.
Jeez, these things cannot
Says
roll.
it's set to you.
Really? Oh, I'm just special.
Clicking on the wrong token?
Yeah, I'm really special. There you go.
Wow. Oh, holy zoom in. Okay, let's see here. So, Quinn, Melik, Devonay. Gee. I forgot about 2 other aides.
Nice.
Really? Where was that on one of my crocodiles? Did that really have to go to Dragon Bait? Okay. Let's see. Is everyone rolled? Alex, Alana, Devonay, Gizzard, Quen. Yep. So, wow. Literally everyone goes. So, Malik, that brings us to you. As you guys are sitting there and you see, much like an old school James Bond movie, as you guys are watching, you start seeing crocodile heads popping out of the water, long, toothy jaws faced up at you, and one big mother off in the distance.
You know I'm not into this. Okay, It's a... They're also spread apart! Why are they so spread apart? Okay. Whatever, let's just do some damage on this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shatter on the big one. Because it's big. Let's do it. Go for level 3, see what happens.
Jeez. Good. Rolled all 6s.
Don't make that save.
4 6s.
You did not make that save. Enjoy your
Hey,
18
Matt.
points of damage.
We can't hear you.
Thank you. Okay, so that is actually where you cast at a higher level.
Now we can't hear you again.
Really, don't say that to me. Can you guys not hear me?
I gotcha.
Sarah, anyone else? Is it just Dave who can hear me?
Yep, I got you.
I can hear you.
Okay. That's very crazy. Yeah, so that is 21 damage to that croc. You staying where you are, Melik, or are you moving?
Oh no, I'm staying. You're both.
Let's go for a swim.
Okay. That will bring us to Dragonbait, who is on a boat and only has melee attacks. So he's going to hold an action to take a swipe when one of these things comes within melee range of him. That will bring us to Solana.
If I cast call lightning, then martial bonus because it's in water.
Oh, snap.
There isn't one, but you can definitely use the spell if you want to. I don't think
Okay. Just wondering. I will. Exactly. I don't know science. I lied. Cast it on the species, and it's a 60 wave radius, so maybe I'll cast it like a little behind it so it doesn't hit the boat.
So what are you casting? You said call lightning?
Yeah. That is not
Okay.
impressive.
Let me double check how call lightning works. So I think it just creates basically a not call of. So I think it's a 60-foot basically circle. Okay, yeah. So it appears 100 feet in the air, 60-foot diameter. When you cast a spell. Okay. Damage. On each of your turns, you can use your action to call it down again. Okay, so basically you've got a 60-foot circle that you've got centered over the crocodiles, and you can pick and choose your target where you want to call lightning down.
Oh,
As an
okay.
action on each turn. So which one did you trigger first?
The
The big one in the back?
other one. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to be lazy and just type it out so I don't have to pull up the sheet.
Does it count as a separate spell? Each time I want to cast it though? Or call it?
Was
No,
it concentration?
No, it's a, let's see here. What does it say it is? It's a concentration spell that lasts up to 10 minutes.
Okay, so I can just move it around turn by turn.
Well,
That
you
doesn't
can't
count as a spell
can't
slot.
move it. It's a 60-foot circle, which granted in this range you have enough, I mean, unless they start running from you. Let's
I
say
just
you
meant
hit
it's not another spell slot, right?
Right, no, so you can
Okay,
easily...
that's what I meant.
Yeah, they're all going to be within that 60-foot range because they're coming after you. And you can just basically call it down, zap this one, zap that one, but it's an action to do it each round. So with that, that is a 13, so that fails its check, so that is another 10 damage off the big one. And I'm assuming you're staying on the boat as well? Don't want to go for a swim? Can't tell if we lost Solana or not.
Yeah, she said she drops down.
Oh.
That's right, she's in the water.
Okay.
It's decided.
Oh, we'll let Sarah get her audio, and we'll see if she wants to move anywhere. When she gets back, that brings us over to D&A.
I am actually considering swimming for the shore, but I don't think that's a good idea right now. Instead, I'm going to do a magic missile at the nearest crocodile to our boat.
You can magic missile?
I can magic missile.
Okay, so go ahead and make your roll on that. And you're hitting the one, I'm assuming, just to the north of you?
Yes.
Okay. No, okay, so that is this guy. Okay, call you. Okay. So as you can tell, the 3 bolts slam into this crocodile just to the north of you as the head rears back a little bit. Definitely looking like it's in a little bit of rough shape after that assault.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you back. Were you jumping in
Okay,
to
thank
take a
you.
swim?
Thank you.
Just to check, were you going to move or are you staying right where you were? We didn't know if you were going to go swimming. Think we lost her again.
Thanks.
Oh,
Me?
okay.
Yeah, and that's my turn. Staying in the boat.
Okay. So that'll bring us over to this is the lizard wizard and his 2 eggs.
Yep. Feeling instinctive like a mother. The first sign of danger, Gizzard whips out his little blowgun and blows 2 darts towards this crocodile right here. Pew, pew.
Okay, fire away. Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
A big 1 damage plus another 1.
Okay, well that is actually enough. So is
Me?
the 3 darts from Devonay slam into this crocodile, and then you fire in a couple of blowgun darts, and you just watch as this crocodile's head is just crested out of the water to look at you guys, is now starting to roll belly up in the river next to you. And of course, that's the one that was first in my initiative. Anything else you doing? You staying in the boat? You leaving the boat?
What I will do is take the egg that I have on my shoulder, take it off, and place it next to the egg that I'm working on the bag for. So,
okay.
no eggs on me.
And Digitio, I am really hoping someone does, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. That'll bring us over to Quinn. Okay, Quinn, can you hear us? Oh, okay, Quinn can hear us. We can't hear Quinn. Quinn, if you're with us, we're still not hearing anything. Can anyone else hear?
Nope.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, we got Quinn typing in. Okay, Quinn's going to fire off a magic missile. Quinn,
Magical missiles!
Oh, hey, we can hear you now. Okay, who are you shooting at? And give me a roll.
I'm shooting at the crocodile that's closest to us that's not dead.
Okay, so we're going down south near you in Azaka. Oh, casting at a higher level too. Holy hell! So as you guys watch as, and actually that is a good point. As Quinn, as you fire that off, you guys watch as Quinn just completely obliterates that crocodile's head.
Yo,
The
we
force
just-
damage just literally
Today.
caves the front of the skull into this thing. And again, much the same as it rears back, it just sort of goes belly up in the river.
Ha! Now that's a magical missile.
And that will bring us over to Azaka, who is, after watching watching the success you guys are having, is going to make 2 longbow attacks against the southernmost remaining regular crocodile. First will hit, second will not. Okay. And then that will bring us over to... Let's see. That will bring us over to said crocodile, actually. So let's see what this thing's got in its little bag of tricks to deal with a bunch of annoying little people on a boat. Malik, you're not hoping to hold on to this canoe, right? So it actually has a swim speed of 30 feet, so it can get right up to the front of the boat. And it is going to actually try to take a bite out of Azaka, as Azaka is the only one it can reach. Let's see here. Okay, that will not hit. Bring us over to our next crocodile, who is going to come up and actually attempt to do the same thing to the only person it can reach, which is Solana. Can you hear me? Okay, is anyone here?
Yeah.
Hey, I can hear you all again.
Yeah.
Okay, so slash 23, right?
Okay.
I think we're all having the same one then. Okay, I don't know if anyone in Twitch can hear us at the moment. I'm going to try switching towards her. Okay, is this better for anyone?
Yeah, I mean, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Is-
I can hear you too now.
Oh, okay, I switched the Discord server, see if that works.
Okay.
So that's a 23 to hit you, Solana. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh no.
Nice.
Okay, so you are actually okay.
Oh yay. So I still get the 11 piercing then?
Yeah, you still take the 11 damage. It just means you're not grappled and getting dragged underwater.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good.
And that's going to bring us over to the Big Mama, who actually... Oh, come on, roll 20. Show me some love. Okay, so this guy, who has actually only been attacked so far by Melik,
Oh no!
is diving under the water. So as you watch as this thing swims about 15, 20 feet towards you,
Oh no.
and then dives under the water.
That's never good.
Oh my god. Okay.
And that is going to end its turn. That brings us to my last little crocodile, who is already dead. And that'll bring us back to Melik.
Okay.
So you just watched that big one that you just went ham on start swimming towards you and then drop under the water and is now somewhere in the murky river water beneath you.
Yep. This is right. Oh boy. Solana, do you need a heal? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna, okay. I'm just gonna, shatter on. So, like, around here.
Okay, so we have a couple of constitution saves.
I can't think about that crocodile underneath the water.
Okay.
That snake lady.
So you're putting it just for enough way that you don't actually hit the boat, right?
Yeah, so, yes.
Okay, rather than pulling up the different sheets, I'm just going to roll. Okay, first one makes it. Second one fails. Third one makes it. So, okay, let's see here. You make it, so that is... You failed, which, okay. As you fire it off, you notice one of them, again, rolls belly up. The other one just looks angrily over towards you, but is still right in front of Solana. And
Oh boy.
realistically, you
Look at
have
me.
no clue that whether or not it even affected the third one.
Right.
Anything else you're doing?
Um. I'm getting into the airplane recommended crouch position. Where you sit down and hug your knees up. I'm so scared of this crocodile. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay, that'll bring us to Dragonbait, who, let me pull him up. I don't think he's got anything he can do ranged.
You need to get him a short bow or something.
Or like a
Let's
longbow
see
or
here.
something that used to belong to his best friend.
You know that cut deep. Real deep there, Miller.
No, he is literally a melee combatant only, so he will once more hold his action until he is within melee range of one of these things.
Okay.
And that'll bring us to Solana, who has a rather large crocodile staring her in the face.
I'm just gonna call down that lightning again.
Okay.
So let me do that.
Here, and you're calling it right on the one in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is a... that's an 11, so that fails that roll. And that is actually enough.
Woohoo.
So with that, the last of the regular crocodiles have gone belly up,
Except for Mama Croc.
who
is
is
still
somewhere underwater.
Oh.
Anything else you doing?
Let's paddle faster and get away from Mama Croc.
Okay, so as you shout that out to you, and before you can actually, basically trying to move like that, with this I'd say would be an action.
Oh, okay.
Because you're not actually, it's not you just running away, you're physically having to row and use the oars to get out of there.
Oh, okay. I'll just say that out loud.
Yep.
Go.
Okay. So that'll bring us over to Devaney then.
Devaney is going to hold her action until she sees the mama crocodile.
Okay, and what action are you holding?
Casting a spell.
Okay. Brings us over to Gizzard.
Oh. Alright.
So you see the
Alright.
other crocodiles have been dealt with, and the giant one has dove underwater.
Sensing any... Nope. I'm gonna grab the egg again. On the shoulder, the one in the bag. The other egg, I'm gonna scoop up into my arms. And then dive off the side of this boat. And
What?
swim towards shore.
That isn't.
Okay. And Gizzard doesn't. Lizard folk, do they have a swim speed or no? I can't remember.
30 feet.
Okay. So go ahead and move your token, because you should be able to make it. Yeah, it's. I mean, this is drawn pretty much to proportion. So yeah, you can get over there. A little bit of work with the 2 eggs in your arm, but you get there and you don't notice anything nipping at your feet. I do need you to make a Constitution save, though.
Alright, I was gonna ask, given I can hold my breath, would there be any way for the leeches to enter my mouth? Because I can hold my breath for 15 minutes?
You have other orifices.
You have, nostrils. You can hold your breath. Doesn't mean you're not going to open your mouth potentially.
Or ear holes.
Brain leeches. But apparently you're fine.
Yee.
I don't have
Does
ear
it-
holes. I don't have nose holes.
At this point, it is official. It is now canon. Gizzard has no other orifices.
Gizzard has no holes.
Wow.
That's going to create problems of a whole different type someday. But
Today
So
is
it-
not the day.
so as Gizzard has fled, the rest of you just notice Gizzard grabs the eggs and leaps into the river, and a couple of seconds later, he pops up on the other side, on the shore.
I'm assuming that's my action. And turn and whatnot.
Okay, so that'll bring us over to Quen, who is now seeing Gizzard sort of, over on the shore.
Quen appreciates that idea and is nervous for the eggs and will cast Misty Step and will as a reaction and will move and will activate his Songblade stance and will ready an action with his bow.
Okay. I'll bring to Azaka, who will likewise ready a longbow shot for when she has visual on the crocodile. You two are deceased. That brings us over to big bad Mama Croc. And is going to continue on her way. And then we are making a strength check real quick to see if what she is trying to do will even affect any one of you in the group. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that is actually enough. So for those of you on the canoe, Devaney, Melek, Solana, and Azaka and Dragonbait, I need dexterity saves. As all of a sudden, surfacing immediately beside you, or rather pushed beside you
Oh, wow.
by the canoe, this giant crocodile has just surfaced from underneath your canoe.
Come at me.
Okay. Melek, you're fine. Solana and Devaney, and we'll find out about the other one. I'm just moving these guys. You guys are actually ejected from the boat. Let's see who else is joining you. Azaka is joining you.
Oh, man.
And let's see. Dragonbait, what are you doing? And Dragonbait is joining you.
That fetal position really helped.
You know what?
Y'all need to
And
read
what's
the
funny?
security manuals.
And what's funny is I was meant to say that Melek was going to have advantage on it for that very reason, for the crouch and duck down. It wouldn't have mattered. So with that now, Devaney, I know you had readied an action.
Yep.
So you can go ahead and cast your spell. Azaka's going to make her 2 attacks. Because she is in the water, though, both of them have disadvantage.
Quen
Dragonbait
also
is
has
still
ready.
out of range. Yep. Now, Quen, when you are making yours, keep in mind You can make them. Just keep in mind the crocodile does have half cover from you because it is still on the other side of the canoe from you. So you'll be able to see it. It's just going to be a little harder to hit.
Okay.
And let's see what Zaka does. Zaka will hit it once. Okay. Gwen, that will definitely hit. Okay. And Devine, what were you?
Shocking grasp.
Okay. And is there a save? Oh, no, that's actually a hit. Yeah, that'll actually hit, so go ahead and roll damage. And Solana, I can't remember, did you have any held action or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And as that was its action and some of its movement, you guys notice as it once more dives back down into the murky water.
Not allowed.
With that being said, Devine, Solana, and Melik, if you want, you can make a attack of opportunity as it is moving out of melee range with you.
Yeah.
Is Cold Lightning, can I do that as an attack of opportunity, or?
No, attack of opportunity is only a melee attack.
Okay.
Like short bow doesn't work?
No, it'd have to be a actual melee attack.
Oh, I have a dagger.
Yep, so that would work. Okay, so let me see here. Okay. So, okay, Solana hit. Go ahead and roll your damage, Solana. Melik, you hit. Devine, are you taking your attack of opportunity as well?
Yes, and I can cast a spell as an opportunity attack because of the feat I took.
Okay.
Would I be able to do shocking grasp again?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, nice.
And actually, okay. Actually, we'll have you do all that on your turn. So, Melik, you've just seen the jaws of death rear up out of the water beside you, driven your dagger into the creature, and it is now submerged once more.
I'm going to take out my short bow and start taking pot shots in the water.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll with disadvantage. As you're taking sort of a blind shot down into the
Not short bow, hand crossbow.
and as you fire off, you seem to be a little panicked, and just pull down, shoot down into the water a couple of times, and don't seem to notice anything. No blood spurting up. Anything else you're doing?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. As we come to Dragonbait, as he is in the river, is going to make a Constitution save, see whether or not he gets a
The leeches.
leeches in his gullet. Come on. Nope, he's okay. So he is going where he has no clue where this thing is or what's going on. He's going to use his action to climb himself back up into the canoe. And that'll end his turn. Okay, Solana, as we come to you, I need a Constitution save from you. Okay. And what is Solana doing?
Sana's pissed because she worked so hard on this canoe. She's gonna turn into a crocodile too.
Okay. So as you turn into a crocodile is actually so Quen and Gizzard would probably see this. Devaney, I'm not too sure. She's sort of around the front of the canoe from where you are. And is that an action for you? You're land, right? You're not moon?
Yeah, so that's an action.
Okay.
But I'm gonna move away from the canoe a little.
Okay. So go ahead
I'm
and
just gonna move like here.
yeah, crocodiles have a swim speed of 30 feet.
30.
So.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move like here.
Okay. So that ends your turn?
Yep.
Okay. That'll bring us to Devaney, Devaney, I need a Constitution save from you. Okay. And what are you doing?
I wouldn't have enough movement to get to shore, would I?
Without a swim speed, what's your total movement? Is 30?
30.
You can get right to the bank, and I'd say if you wanted to use your action, you could use your action to crawl out and actually get up on the bank.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So as Devaney swims over and pulls herself up onto the bank. Any bonus action or?
No, that's it.
Okay. And that will bring us over to King Gizzard.
I'm just going to hold an action to blow a little blow dart at this crocodile when it surfaces.
Okay. And Quen?
Quen will hold an action for when the crocodile jumps up again.
Okay, and what action are you holding?
I'm gonna I think I'm gonna do either a bow strike or another magic missile, but I haven't decided yet.
So let's see. So that'll bring us over to Azaka, who is going to make her Constitution save. She's okay. She can't see the crocodile and doesn't have a swimsuit either. She's going to use her action to climb back into the canoe with Melik and Dragonbait. And that is going to bring us over to the giant crocodile, who, seeing that it has potential prey still in the water, is going to swim over to the newly appearing crocodile, unbeknownst to said crocodile, and is going to take a bite at it.
Oh no!
From somewhere in the murky undergrowth under the water. Okay, so there is a 24 to hit with the bite.
Yes.
Okay, and how much health does your crocodile form have?
Probably not that much. Hold on.
If
I
it's
got
the same
to
okay.
I gotta reload. Sorry.
No worries. And it actually makes 2 attacks. So it all
I only
depends
have
on-
like 19 hit points as a crocodile.
Okay, so you are out of the crocodile form and you are back as Solana. And so Solana's going to take 2 points. And then do me a favor, make a strength check for me. Strength save, sorry.
Let's see. Sorry, my sheet won't load.
Oh, not a problem. Let me see here.
I think I have 13 strength.
Oh, I'm get you pulled up and I can roll it for you.
That'd be great.
Oh, well, let's see here. Well, oh yeah, so you are right. You actually rolled, and yeah, you typed it in and rolled it properly. You do have a 1 mod, so you rolled a 13. So at this point, you are grappled,
Good job.
and you are basically being held inside the crocodile's mouth.
Ew.
And as literally what Devonay and the others see is you had turned into a crocodile or up on the surface. Jaws grab you from underneath and drag you underwater.
Oh noes.
I'm going to leave your token up so you still have a way to click on it and view it. But at this point, your party have no idea where you are. You just got pulled under the water.
Okay.
That brings us to Melik.
I'm sorry, how much health did I lose?
It was only 2. Your crocodile took 19, and then you pop back into Solana. Solana lost 2.
Okay. Then I'm good.
And then anywhere the crocodile moves, you now are going along for the ride with.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, so this stinks. Let's see. Are they underwater right now?
Yep. So she turned into the crocodile when she was up floating on the surface. All you saw, you didn't even see anything come up. You just saw the crocodile get dragged underwater, and nothing's come back up yet.
The water is murky, right?
Yeah, it's basically brown. It looks like mud.
Okay. I want to see if this works. So the area where they went under, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Get them to light up and see where they're at.
So, what is the range? Okay, a 20-foot cube. Do me a favor, pull up the draw tool and draw me a cube of where you're hitting this.
Oh my goodness, you're at okay. Do you like?
It's basically a
Shoot it down there.
4x4 block.
I'm trying to get as much of like 20 this way and this way.
So basically, let me grab this.
I feel like I'm in my perspective class.
Okay, so I'm going to inquire, just because you don't see them on the shore, I'm assuming you're going to want to move this down a little bit to say like that.
Yeah. Oh, yes,
okay.
yes, yes.
Yeah, so we'll... Okay, so that'll miss you. So we need a... Okay, Solana, you are in the affected area, so I need you to go ahead and make a dexterity save for me. Given you are grappled, I believe that gives you disadvantage on dexterity saves. I may be incorrect on that, though. Wait.
That's okay. If we can find either one of you.
Basically, they're trying to turn you or the crocodile into a target. Let's see here. So go ahead and make your dex save.
I did. It's not popping up.
Let me check. I'm actually pulling up grapple to see whether or not it affects saves. I think it just means you can't move, but
I've got a
so
20.
no, it's just
I got
it's
a
just
22 and a 6, it says.
oh, okay, yeah, so it's not popping up on ours yet. So I know 22 is good enough to avoid the effect. Let's see what this does. And what's your DC, Malik? It's a 15?
Yes.
Okay. So, Solana, you notice that the giant crocodile whose maw you are currently stuck in is now giving off a very faint glow. For
Okay.
those of you above the surface, you can, we'll say for mechanically, it now negates the disadvantage of trying to take a blind shot into the water. It's just a straight attack roll.
Awesome.
But you still don't know exactly where it is. You've basically just sort of got, like somebody dropped a flashlight in the river. You've got a small
Anything
beacon of
helps.
light.
Yep. I bet this. I guess it's my. Hear me from under the water?
I'm sorry, Mark, what'd you say?
Can Solana hear me from under the water?
Solana, go ahead and make a perception check. With disadvantage, mind you.
Okay.
We'll see if it pops up for us. And I just want to say that I am loving our Twitch chat right now, because as y'all have been suffering with throat leeches in the past, Digitio has tossed out that Croco Mom has Solana leeches. Okay. With a 15, Solana, you're hearing a little bit of noise up above the surface, but at the same point, you're sort of being dragged through the water by this thing. It's not high enough to get anything intelligible out of it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to or be like, listen, you haven't had true shot so far. Hit true and straight. We gotta save Solana and give her bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I know Dragonbait can't do straight.
And that ends your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Dragonbait is actually going to walk as carefully as he can up to the front of the boat where he saw them disappear, and ready in action if this thing pops up to just start hacking at it. And Solana, that'll bring us to you.
Okay. Did I hear you just give me bardic inspiration? My audio cut out.
I was
no,
giving
that
it
was
to the guide because you couldn't hear me.
Okay.
Through the water.
Bummer. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to do to not drown.
Well, realistically, you can hold your breath for as long as your Constitution modifier is in terms of minutes.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
it's automatically this remaining fight with this crocodile would have to go at least 10 rounds for you to even be at risk of drowning.
Okay, well that's good.
So as long as you guys figure something out in the next 10 rounds, you'll be fine.
Okay, everyone hit the giant alligator. And I will... Can I do stuff now that I'm not... Am I still grappled?
You're grappled, so you can't move, but you still have the ability to attack, cast spells. You're just grappled.
Okay. I guess I will... Oh man, I'm underwater. What can I do? With my quarterstaff?
If you'd like to, you can definitely make an attack. It's well, actually, keep in mind it's a straight roll now for you, because it would have been a disadvantage because you're underwater, but Fairy Fire gives you advantage, so it'll be just a straight roll.
Okay.
Okay, and actually, I think that might be good enough to hit.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah, that will hit, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Gave that croc disco fever.
So, Solana, how do you want to do this?
Yes!
Woo!
So I'm going blub 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 blub, and I go, you blubbing mother blub 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 blub. And I take my quarterstaff and I'm like, I know how to do this, and I forget that it's not a shark, but I hit it on the nose anyway. And it lets me go, and I go, haha, and I surface, and I get really angry, and I'm like, no, not the canoe! But the canoe looks fine, so I'm okay.
Yeah, the canoe does look like it's okay. It's there
Phew.
might be a little wear and tear on the bottom of it, but you'd have to pull it out of the river to take a look at that.
Okay. Well,
As,
then that's it.
As you guys notice Solana pop up, Solana, you have actually surfaced. Let me switch here. Oh, get a. You have actually surfaced over here.
Oh, okay.
His once he dragged you under, Croco Mom kept moving around with you, and after a couple of seconds after you have popped out of the river, you notice Croco Mom's corpse sort of float up slightly sideways.
I keep punching it with my quarterstaff. Go, and that's for taking me out and getting me throat leeches and potentially, and that's for hitting my boat. I'm very angry. But I can't really do it well because I'm trying to swim too, so.
Get back in the boat!
So Bangmate sort of makes his way back over to where he was sitting and just sort of looks over at Malik and Devaney on one shore and Quinn and Gizzard on the other.
Yeah, I guess, well, okay. Solana, get back in the boat. Then we're gonna pick everybody else up, I guess.
Okay, I'm in the boat.
Nice.
So, as you guys, as the four of you sort of push and paddle your way over to each shore to pick up and collect your group and get back moving on your eastward path, we will jump you back over this way, which is if Mr. Producer can follow the bouncing flag back to the map, which will mess with my music because I forgot to change the auto load. Let me just switch that back. As you guys continue on for the remainder of your day's travel, it starts to come to dusk. You guys start looking for a convenient sorry, I just saw that, Malik, and that is really too funny. As you guys continue on through the remainder of the day's travel, you find yourselves a little further along in your journey to Mbala. As you come closer to that point, you figure you've got about another, give or take about another half a day's travel before you got to pack up the canoe and start fording on foot to make the trek uphill to the to what you were told is a settlement or a small city. As you prepare to set up camp for the evening, pull the canoe over to the side. It is here that we will depart from our adventure this evening.
So far,
and get things
the
prepared
closest
for
evening
next week
we've done.
when our group will arrive at Mbala.
Ooh, fancy.
It's a city!
And see what'll happen there is some of our party is very excited to not have to deal with rivers anymore.
Anything.
Anything
You
with
love canoes. You made us do a new canoe.
I really do, but if I could take the boat anywhere else, I'd be so much happier. And we're going to a city and then Fireland.
I have Firefinger, the Peaks of Flame, and Omu, and a whole bunch of stuff in between. You know, there's a lot that could go on. You guys could even head back north and go back to the city for a while if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
let's just party. What are we doing?
You're trying to save the
I'm
world.
down for party. Party.
Yeah, let's go back to Port Nyanzaru. Do some more
There's
stuff.
definitely less leeches.
We
at
need
that
more
point.
insect repellent.
Do.
Alrighty.
So, with that, thank you once more to Team MZ, to Many-Sided Dice, Nightshade Creations, and to you, our wonderful viewers who have spent the evening with us. And with that, anyone else got anything before we take off for the evening?
Nope.
Okay, well, for those who haven't heard, make sure to check out our Friday night stream, Storm King's Thunder. That'll be interesting this weekend. We have a new player coming to join us for a visit while our own King Gizzard is on sabbatical from our game. So definitely something to check out. With that, say goodbye, everyone. We'll see you
Night.
next
Night,
Monday.
everyone.
With that, Mr. Producer, bring us on home.